It's a night filled with a hum from the city streets, phones all buzzing with a million beats. You and me, caught in our little space, trying to find a moment in this endless chase. Coffee cups cold on the porch outside. Your eyes look tired, but they don't hide the quiet fights that we don't say loud. In a crowded room, but we're lost in the crowd. But I'm holding tight, yeah, I'm holding on through the chaos, through the wrong. You're the only voice I wanna hear, cutting through this growing fear. Still standing in the static, in the middle of the noise. Your hands a steady rhythm I can trust, can't lose, rejoice. When the world spins faster and the stars don't show, I'm holding on through the noise, just so you know. Late night talks on that cracked old couch, stories spill out every twist and grouch. The world's so loud, but here it fades away. When you smile, it's like the sun cuts through gray. Yeah, I'm holding tight no matter the sound. In this busy mess, you're my solid ground. No fake lines, no Hollywood scene, just two hearts holding on, it's what we mean. Still standing in the static, in the middle of the noise. Your hands a steady rhythm I can trust, can't lose, rejoice. When the world spins faster and the stars don't show, I'm holding on through the noise, just so you know. So here's to the noise that tries to pull us apart, but we found the calm tucked deep in our hearts. Still standing strong when it's all said and done. Through the noise tonight, two souls as one. The sun falls low on the gravel lane, dust swirls up in a slow, sweet haze. Faded jeans and worn out boots, memories hanging like the harvest moon. That old porch light still flickers at night, where we carved our names by firelight. Your laugh still rides the summer breeze, and fields of gold maple trees. But time has a way of chasing down the roads we knew, the battleground. When old roads call, I stand still at the crossroad where we made our will. The heart remembers clear and true, but sometimes holding on just won't do. Rusty swings and the creek we knew, skipping stones and skies so blue. Your hand in mine, a story told in whispered laughs and promises bold. Yet the pages turn, the seasons change, leaving footprints that feel strange. When old roads call, I stand still at the crossroad where we made our will. The heart remembers clear and true, but sometimes holding on just won't do. I'll watch the sunset on our dreams like rivers flowing to new streams. Not every path is meant to stay. Some things must gently fade away. When old roads call, I stand still at the crossroads where we made our will. The heart remembers clear and true, but sometimes holding on just won't do. So I walk on beneath that sky with memories that never die. Sunlight falls through dusty blinds, stretches across the floor. Old coffee cups and tired eyes, we've seen this all before. The porch swing rocks with heavy sighs, two worn out boots on the ground. Words we didn't say sit thick tonight, in silence they make a sound. Tears tried to fall but held their place, like the roots of this old oak. We're weathered but here, standing face to face, unbroken, word unspoken yet spoke. When the night feels too long and the fight's been too hard, we find the strength to hold on right here in the yard. 'Cause hearts don't quit when the world falls apart. hurt. Still roots run deep in this town. We ain't saints or perfect souls, just two fighting for something real. Every scar tells a story is told. Every breath is another chance to heal. When the road bends and breaks and our courage feels thin, we find more in our stakes than just where we've been. 'Cause hearts don't quit when the world falls apart. We build from the pain, we mend every scar. At our breaking point, we find what's true. This love's tougher than the storm we're going through. No perfect endings or easy ways, just the hope that tomorrow brings. In the cracks of our yesterdays, love grows strong like spring. Hearts don't quit when the world falls apart. We build from the pain, we mend every scar. At our breaking point, we find what's true. This love's tougher than the storm we're going through. So here's to all the fights we've won beneath the hardest skies. Tougher than the storm we carry on. Love never says goodbye. Late summer's air is hanging low. We sit on porch steps, neither ready to let go. The last light paints your face with gold. Two hearts caught in a story not yet told. You trace old cracks in the wooden rail, words unsaid like a train off the rail. Between goodbye and forever is where we stand, trying to hold tight with both hands. Every glance a river wide. Where do we run? What can we hide? Between the lines or fear. But tonight we're caught, hearts in flight, balancing between the wrong and right, treading lines between us, fragile and true. One step forward, then back to you. Holding on though the road is rough, in this place where love feels tough. Between goodbye and forever, here we stay, learning how not to walk away. The summer night folds us close, between goodbye and forever, we chose. The sky's a canvas drawing us through time. Your hands in mine, where every moment shines. We met beneath that old oak steady sway. You smiled like summer chasing cold away. No need for grand words, just simple truth. You had my heart before I knew. Every step, every mile we've crossed, worth all the seconds I thought were lost. I'd do it all for you, through storms and skies of blue. At the edge of forever, there's nothing I wouldn't do. Hold on tight, we'll break through, because all along I belong to you. Remember that night beneath the stars so few, our dreams laid out like a worn out map in view. No need for riches or fortune's call. With you, I've got it all. Through the winding roads and rolling fields, you taught my heart how to heal. I'd do it all for you, through storms and skies of blue. At the edge of forever, The sky still paints our endless view. Forever starts my love with you. Porch light flickers, fills the yard with gold. Old boards creak softly, stories long retold. Windows show pictures of who we used to be. Faded smiles caught inside their private gallery. Your old record spins, cracks in the vinyl clear. The room smells like summer, but it feels like the years. I trace the scratch marks where your fingers once played. Songs of our laughter now quietly decayed. And when the power fades, the truth can't hide. Every silent corner holds a tale we deny. When the night paints our past in shades of blue, I see the lines between me and you. Every light that dies sparks a memory shout, but in the dark, it's the past we dream about. The kitchen's cold now, coffee's gone to stale. Conversations hanging like a forgotten trail. Photographs crooked in a dusty frame. Names written softly, but never the same. Power's out, but the heart still recalls every whispered laughter down these halls. When the night paints our past in shades of blue, I see the lines between me and you. Every light that dies sparks a memory shout, but in the dark, it's the past we dream about. No current to carry us back to before. Yet in the silence, I'm knocking at your door. Faint glow of mornings that never showed, locked in the rooms where our stories flowed. When the night paints our past in shades of blue, I see the lines between me and you. Every light that dies sparks a memory shout, but in the dark, it's the past we dream about. The porch lights out now, but I still recall every spark we had before the fire. Morning breaks through the window pane. Coffee's cold, but I'm wide awake again. Streets alive, but it's all a blur. Trying to find the calm beneath the stir. There's a hum in the hallway, a fridge that won't quit. Old voices from the past slip through the cracks a bit. I pace these hardwood floors with shoes made of doubt, sorting through the clutter of what it's all about. Every little sound's pulling at my skin like a distant train that's wearing me thin, but I'm standing still, holding tight to the thread, trying to hear the words that ain't been said. Static in the silence, noise between the lines, fighting for a moment, hoping I'll find a clear path through the chaos, a light that's mine, holding on, holding on, through the noise in time. The windows rattle when the wind decides to call. Letters from a life before the rise and fall. Pictures on the mantle, they don't move or speak, but memories they guard are strong and not so meek. Every crack in the walls got a story to tell of the nights we fought to break the spell. I keep holding on, though the sound's unclear, listening hard to what I should hear. Static in the silence, noise between the lines, fighting for a moment, hoping I'll find a clear path through the chaos, a life that's mine, holding on, holding on, through the noise in time. Maybe peace is just a place we slowly make, between the cracks where everything could break. But I'll stand steady through the highs and lows, holding tight to the calm I chose. Static in the silence, noise between the lines, fighting for a moment, hoping I'll find a clear path through the chaos, a light that's mine, holding on, through the noise in time. Morning breaks again, the noise fades away, but I'm still holding on, ready for the day. used to wear my battle lines like badges worn with pride. Each one a silent story of the nights I nearly cried. The road was rough and rugged, but I kept walking through, unaware these scars would one day lead me straight to you. There was a time I stumbled, lost in my own blame, a heart wrapped up in torment, playing an endless game. Broken promises and heartbreak scattered on the floor, but in the wreckage of my past I found a little more. Every mark upon my skin, a chapter in the tale, not a defeat but of the way I learned to set the sail. Where wounds turn to wonders, that's where I found you. At the edge of breaking down, a love that felt so true. From the cracks and from the pain, a new life to pursue. Our breaking point was just the start, where scars led me to you. I wore my past like armor, kept the world at bay, but you saw through the bruises and the words I couldn't say. With a steady hand and open heart, you helped me understand that sometimes healing grows from all the things we can't command. Each scar a map, each line a guide, leading me to where my soul could finally hide. Where wounds turn to wonders, that's where I found you. At the edge of breaking down, a love that felt so true. From the cracks and from the pain, a new life to pursue. Our breaking point was just the start, where scars led me to you. No, these marks don't tell defeat, but how we rose again on shaking feet. In the darkest hour, you and I stood tall, finding light in the fall. Where wounds turn to wonders, that's where I found you. At the edge of breaking down, a love that felt so true. From the cracks and from the pain, a new life to pursue. Our breaking point was just the start, where scars led me to you. So here's to every scar that brought me here today. In your arms I found the words I never had to say. Firelight flickers in our eyes tonight. Old boots on the porch, worn just right. Lifelines tracing stories that we know. Here's the tale of us, take it slow. We're chasing sunsets down those dirt roads, with you. This is how we love while we're still here, counting every heartbeat, wiping every tear. No need for tomorrows when the day's this clear. Hand in hand, right now, here and now, forever near. So let's hold tight to this simple grace, live in love in every place. Here and now, that's all we need. Forever starts with this simple seed. The morning coffee's brewing slow, sunlight slips across the floor. Old oak table worn and scratched, but it holds the tales of more. You showed up with tired hands, stories hidden deep in your eyes. Weathered roads yet untraveled, the kind that never say goodbye. We dance around the silent spaces where words once spilled like rain. But through all the quiet battles, something stayed and kept the flame. Even when the words get tangled and the nights grow colder still, our steady hearts keep searching for the will. We're still beating strong, like a worn-out song that's been played a million times but never lost its tone. Running through the storms, through the highs and lows. When hearts don't quit, we're never really alone. Late night talks under porch light glow, sharing dreams we dared to hide. Maps unfolded, dash plans rewritten, arms wide open for the ride. Your laugh cracks through the tension, breaks the hardest lines. In the quiet reckoning, our stubborn love still climbs. Though the road gets rough and winding and the miles stretch far and wide, our hearts connect, refusing to divide. We're still beating strong, like a worn-out song that's been played a million times but never lost its tone. Running through the storms, through the highs and lows. When hearts don't quit, we're never really alone. Hands bruised but holding steady, voices caught but still they sing. Through the cracks and breaks, our story keeps on growing, endless spring. We're still beating strong, like a worn-out song that's been played a million times but never lost its tone. Running through the storms, through the highs and lows. When hearts don't quit, we're never really alone. Still beating strong, yeah. Still beating strong. Through every twist in this life where we belong, shoes. We chased a dream we couldn't choose. Your hand slipped loose beneath streetlight glow. Words we couldn't say began to show. Street signs passing like moments lost, counting every step what love had cost. We built our world on fragile ground, every smile hiding what we found. When the night unfolds the truth we fear, I'm left holding pieces of you near. Silent roads tell stories that we hide. What love cost us when the dark arrived. Coffee cold on that kitchen floor, words unspoken knocking at the door. Laughter turned to quiet sighs underneath these tight, honest skies. Promises tangled in morning light, fading fast from wrong to right. When the night unfolds the truth we fear, I'm left holding pieces of you near. Silent roads tell stories that we hide. What love cost us when the dark arrived. No fairy tales, no sweet forever, just borrowed time and tether. But in the silence I still see a love that was more than memory. When the night unfolds the truth we fear, I'm left holding pieces of you near. Silent roads tell stories that we hide. What love cost us when the dark arrived. Quiet roads and worn out shoes, I walk alone but think of you. The radio's crackling, the lines get blurred somehow. Sitting on this porch with the late afternoon glow, you and me tangled up in all the moments we allow, trying to hold on when the silence steals a show. Your eyes tell stories I don't wanna read, words float in the air but they don't limit speed. Coffee's gone cold on the kitchen table, still reaching for a sign. will settle us in. Till then I'm holding the line with worn out skin. No words fall like rain, but I'm standing tall through all this noise. I'm not letting fall. I'm steady in the static, holding tight in the mess. No need for goodbyes, no time to confess. Just here, holding on like the old oak tree, weathering storms where you can't always see. Steady in the static, I'm holding on for you. In the noise of the world, I'll find the truth. Silent roads beneath my boots. The rain has stopped, but not my doubts. Windows cracked to let the air breathe in, but it carries the weight of words unsaid. We patched the sails just to face the waves again. Old fights settle, but scars still remain. Your eyes tell stories of nights spent alone, trying to find where the wild winds have blown. We were never easy after the storm, like a river that's lost its calm. But here we stand, weathered and worn, trying to find our way back home. Coffee cups steaming on the windowsill, watching the morning break, a little chill. You laugh, but it comes from a guarded place. I reach for your hand, hoping for grace. Where charts unmarked, no perfect course, just a push and pull of some quiet force. We were never easy after the storm, like a river that's lost its calm. But here we stand, weathered and worn, trying to find our way back home. There's beauty in cracks where the light gets through, and messy paths that we wander through. No tidy endings, just turning pages in the soft sunlight of passing ages. We were never easy after the storm, like a river that's lost its calm. But here we stand, weathered and worn, stop, but not my doubts, trying to find our way back home. Driving slow down these familiar roads, old pickup homes, it's all I've known. Eyes on the line where the pavement meets the sky, still choosing you every time I try. Coffee's brewing in the dusty kitchen light, your worn out boots resting from the night. Photos tacked on the fridge, stories in the grain. Years may pass, but some things stay the same. Storms have come and a few have gone, but here I am, holding on. Every day I'm here, in the quiet and the noise, learning how to stay, still making you my choice. Through the good and the rough, the smiles and the blue, no map, no plan, just me and you. Porch light flickers as the evening falls, your laughter rings through these wooden walls. Old songs and worn out chairs tell how we grew together in this life, still choosing you. Some roads bend, some skies turn gray, but here I stand, come what may. Every day I'm here, in the quiet and the noise, learning how to stay, still making you my choice. Through the laughter and tears, the old and the new, no map, no plan, just me and you. No map, no plan, just me. The porch lights left on, there's a chill in the air, but your hand finds mine and suddenly it's fair. We parked the truck by the old river bend, just two worn boots and hearts about to mend. Your laugh cut through the summer night loud and clear, like a firefly's dance just drawing me near. Time spun slow, our breath caught in between, in that small town still, where everything's green. It was the night we stayed where love still lives, in a place where the past never quite forgives. But under those stars, nothing else existed, just you and me, and the night that persisted. The crickets sang stories only we could translate. Wind stirred the leaves, spelled out our fate. Your eyes like headlights cutting through the dark led me home, straight to the heart spark. No rush, no map, just a simple ride. Two souls unspoken, side by side. It was the night we stayed where love still lives, in a place where the past never quite forgives. But under those stars, nothing else existed, just you and me, and the night that persisted. Morning crept slow, but we held on tight to that quiet place where wrongs turn right. And if the world calls us back to fight, we'll remember that night in soft moonlight. It was the night we stayed where love still lives, in a place where the past never quite forgives. But under those stars, nothing else existed, just you and me, and the night that persisted. So here's to the night with no goodbyes, where love took root beneath open skies. The night was wide and quiet, stretching far and deep. We stood alone together, where secrets hide and keep. You sat by the window, staring out at fading light. I watched the stars come waking After a long, hard fight, no words had passed between us, just the comfort in the air. Two lives wrapped in silence, tangled in a moment shared. Time didn't move fast, but it held a steady beat. Every breath we drew together made the silence sweet. Beneath one wide horizon, we learned to find our way. Through quiet storms and restless nights, we faced another day. No need for spoken promises, no grand or sudden cries. We survived the silence under the endless, patient sky. Morning broke in colors, soft and new and clear. Your eyes met mine slowly, words caught between the tears. The space between our laughter warmed up the cooling air. A language built on patience, on knowing just to care. No rush, no sudden movement, just the truth we shared inside. Silent strength and simply standing sets the tides aside. Beneath one wide horizon, we learned to find our way. Through quiet storms and restless nights, we faced another day. No need for spoken promises, no grand or sudden cries. We survived the silence under the endless, patient sky. In the spaces where words fail, we found light that softly sails. Through the calm and through the still, we carried on, we climbed the hill. Beneath one wide horizon, we learned to find our way. Through quiet storms and restless nights, we faced another day. No need for spoken promises, no grand or sudden cries. We survived the silence under the endless, patient sky. Now the silence holds our story, steady as the rising sun. Two hearts beneath that quiet sky, forever joined as one. The old porch light flickers as the night pulls in. Memories scatter like dry leaves in the wind. We called our names in that weathered pine. Summer nights when your hand was mine. Coffee cup stained with yesterday's dawn. Those colors faded, but the feeling lingers on. Every step down the dusty lane brings a smile wrapped in a little pain. Pieces of us caught in the breeze, like a song played back on old CD. but this I feel. Rust on the chain where our swing once hung. Laughter died down, but the story's young. Your jacket's gone, but I still wear the scent of nights when waiting was all we spent. Every hour under that southern sky paints a scene I can't deny. Pieces of us caught in the breeze, like a song played back on old CDs, holding tight to a time can't steal, fragments on the wind, but this I feel. No need for words to say goodbye. The past is close yet flying high. 1,000 roads, 1,000 tries, still I find you in these skies. Pieces of us caught in the breeze, like a song played back on old CDs, holding tight to a time can't steal, fragments on the wind, but this I feel. The porch light dims, but I still see fragments on the wind, your memory. The clock's been frozen on the wall up in the hall. Your picture's on the mantle where it's caught my fall. We laughed beneath that old oak tree the summer of '09. Hands in dusty pockets, hearts beat in sync with time. But seasons change like a river shift, and so did you and me. I'm tracing lines on weathered hands, trying to set us free. I remember all the promises that never found the light, the fading sunsets on the porch, those long and lonesome nights. We paid the price of love and silent tears and quiet fights, counting every moment lost in endless, restless nights. While time stands still, we're falling through yesterday. Oh, still frozen on the wall, but I'm moving on somehow. Through falling through yesterday, I'm learning to live now. The sky's a restless canvas, painted in shades of flame. We walk through burning fields, calling out each other's name. Our town stood quiet once, under stars we'd lay, dreams like river currents, flowing in a steady sway. But the heat rolled in sudden, like a thief in the night, taking more than just green leaves, turning day into fight. And I saw it in your eyes, stories yet untold, a world caught on fire, but our hearts wouldn't fold. Ashes and promises drifting on the wind, what we almost lost. Where do I begin? Between the smoke and silence, there's a song we'll sing, standing tall together in the blaze of everything. The porch light flickers under sky so red, we held our ground, mended what's torn and bled. Stories by the campfire, laughter through the pain, found hope in the ruins, like wildflowers after rain. Your hand in mine, steady through the haze, a beacon in the wildfire, guiding through the maze. Ashes and promises drifting on the wind, what we almost lost. Where do I begin? Between the smoke and silence, there's a song we'll sing, of standing tall together in the blaze of everything. The flames may test our roots, but deep down we know, from embered soil sprouts a strength that only grows. We'll write our story in the stars and firelight, burning bright with all the love we fought to keep alive. Ashes and promises drifting on the wind, what we almost lost. Where do I begin? Between the smoke and silence, there's a song we'll sing, standing tall together in the blaze of everything. The sky's a restless canvas, but here we stand still, in a world that's been tested, with hearts that always will. We didn't pick a simple road, no easy lines to stay. Just two maps mashed in the dust, a wild mixing clay. Cold mornings by the fire, worn boots on rugged trails. We found stories in the struggle, weathered faces, worn out tales. I remember dusty highways, your hand tied in mine. Storms rolling in like strangers, but we stood against the time. No promises in satin, just dirt and sweat on skin. You whispered this won't be simple, but still we chose to begin. Every step wasn't graceful, every word wasn't sweet, but even in the chaos we found a way to keep our feet. Tangled paths we walked, not easy or clean, but it's ours, rough edges and all, living every scene. We were never meant to be easy, never meant to be light, but in the hard and heavy we found our kind of ride. Lightning struck on Tuesday, thunder cracked our plans, yet we built our fortress on the back of weathered hands. Your laugh through the tempest, my eyes in the rain. We danced on broken glass, knowing some love is pain. No smooth roads, no quiet nights, just honest fights and truth. And through the tangle and the storm I found the proof in you. Tangled paths we walked, not easy or clean, but it's ours, rough edges and all, living every scene. We were never meant to be easy, never meant to be light, but in the hard and heavy we found our kind of ride. So here's to worn out journeys, to scars and every bruise, to choosing all the crooked parts, nothing left to lose. No fairy tales and sunsets, just hands to hold tight. In the mess and the muddle, we carved our own light. Tangled paths we walked, not easy or clean, but it's ours, rough edges and all, living every scene. We were never meant to be easy, never meant to be light, but in the hard and heavy we found our kind of ride. Two maps mashed in the dust, a wild mixing clay. Tangled paths we walked, and we're still here today.